Every day, you make decisions: what to buy, who to trust, what to believe. But here's the real question. Are those decisions really yours, or are they designed? This channel breaks down the psychology behind everything. I'm Shrest, and this is where we decode the world.
You ever get a jingle stuck in your head, like, all day? What if I told you that's not an accident at all, that it's by design? Some of the sounds you hear every single day are basically, well, carefully engineered audio traps. So let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how they work. Yep, you know this one. I know you do. But what if I told you that this little melody, it's not just a tune. It's a precision-engineered tool, a key piece in a billion-dollar strategy, all designed for one single purpose: to make you hungry. See, most people think brands are fighting it out with logos and colors, but the real competition, it's happening right between your ears. So, today we're diving deep into this fascinating world called sonic branding. Think about it. We are bombarded with visuals, right? Ads, logos, posts, it's everywhere. In all that noise, sound becomes a brand's secret weapon. It's a deliberate psychological play, and we are about to break down exactly how they do it. But why sound? Why is it so powerful? Well, it all comes down to speed. Sound is literally the fastest sense your brain can process. It's like a VIP pass that bypasses all the logical, conscious parts of your thinking and goes straight to your subconscious. It triggers memories, feelings, way faster than a picture ever could. That catchy little jingle or that perfect crunch, that's brand recognition that works even with your eyes closed. Okay, so how exactly do they pull this off? Well, today, we're going to expose the top 3 most manipulative sounds in the food business. We're talking about everything from the ones you know and love to the ones that tap into your primal instincts. These are the sounds engineered to steer your cravings. All right, first up, the big one, the unforgettable jingle. You know, this sonic logo, that tiny snippet of sound that makes you instantly picture a brand. And there is absolutely no better example of this than the story behind McDonald's I'm Lovin' It. So picture this. It's the early 2000s, and McDonald's is in serious trouble. I mean, the golden arches were not shining so bright. Their stock had hit a 7-year low. They needed way more than just a new commercial. They needed a complete cultural reset across the entire globe. This wasn't just a marketing campaign. It was basically a rescue mission. So what was their move? Pure genius, actually. Instead of just making a jingle, they commissioned a full-blown pop song, and they got the best in the business to do it. We're talking legendary producers, the Neptunes. Yep, that's Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. And they brought in Justin Timberlake, who was pretty much the biggest pop star on the planet. And here's the crazy part. They released it as a hit single before anyone had a clue it was an ad. It was a perfect Trojan horse. By the time the commercials actually dropped, the entire world was already singing along. That iconic ba da ba ba ba, that was actually composed by Tom Batoy and Franco Tortora. The pop song was just the brilliant secret delivery system. And it worked. Man, did it work. It became the first truly global message in the company's entire history. And get this, it's still their longest running slogan. Now, the story has its own little twist. The rapper Pusha T has famously claimed he's the one who wrote the jingle, which is a whole other rabbit hole and now an industry legend. But one thing nobody disputes, its incredible power. Okay, let's shift gears. We've talked about a sound made in a music studio. Now let's talk about one that's way more primal, the sound of food itself. And I have a question for you. Have you ever stopped to wonder why the sound of a crunch is just so satisfying? Well, it turns out it all goes back to a basic survival instinct. I mean, for our ancient ancestors, a crisp, crunchy sound in a plant was a huge sign that it was fresh and safe to eat. Anything soft or mushy, that could mean rot, decay, danger. That ancient wiring is still humming away on our brains today. So when you bite into a Pringles chip, that sound tells your brain, yep, this is good, and you get a little rush of positive feedback. And you can bet the snack companies know this. They don't just know it, they exploit it. That perfect crunch from a potato chip, that is not an accident. That is an engineered feature. Seriously, in high-tech food labs, they measure a chip's fracture mechanics and its acoustic emission, which is really just a super scientific way of saying they obsessed over how loudly and how sharply it breaks. So what's really going on in your head? That sound is literally changing how you perceive the taste. It's making it seem fresher, tastier, and it gives you a tiny hit of dopamine. It can even be a way to relieve stress, through that jaw tension. So the next time you look down and realize you've accidentally finished a whole bag of chips, just know you fell for a perfectly engineered auditory feedback loop, one that's designed to make you reach for just one more crunch. All right, our third sound is a little more subtle, but maybe even more powerful. We're talking about those amplified, hyper-realistic sounds of food being made. You know what I mean? That crisp fizz when you pour a Coca-Cola, or that unmistakable sizzle of a burger hitting a hot grill. Welcome to the world of ASMR marketing. Now, you've probably heard of ASMR. It started out as this kind of niche thing on the internet, right? But believe me, major brands saw its potential right away. In their ads, they take these normal, everyday sounds, record them with these super sensitive microphones, and then they amplify them until they're almost unnatural. The result? It feels incredibly intimate, and it triggers something deep inside us. See, it's the total opposite of a loud, flashy car commercial that's just screaming for your attention. These quiet, intimate sounds, they earn your attention. That intense sizzle when a burger patty hits the grill, that's designed to trigger a primal, mouth-watering response. It communicates heat, freshness, juiciness, all before you've even seen the burger. And it's a very modern strategy. Nor, for example, had gaming influencers on Twitch just live streamed the sounds of them making and eating their instant noodles. The stirring, the slurping. And it led to a massive spike in sales. But it is a risky game. For some people with misophonia, those exact same sounds can be totally repulsive. So for a brand, it's this calculated gamble to create a powerful, almost irresistible connection. So, okay, we've got pop songs turned into ads, potato chips engineered in a lab, and these super intimate sizzles. The big question is, what is all this sound actually worth in dollars and cents? Well, let's just look at the numbers. There was this one huge study that found that by simply playing the right music in a store, think about the specific vibe in a Starbucks, shoppers could be influenced to spend up to 38% more. 38%, that's not just a little change. That is a massive, measurable impact on our behavior driven entirely by sound. So you see, these sounds aren't just catchy tunes. They're long-term financial assets. Think about it. After McDonald's launched I'm Lovin' It, the company started this massive turnaround that resulted in billions, with a B, in revenue. When a brand nails its sound, it's an investment that can keep paying them back for decades. So whether it's the pop perfection of a jingle or the primal satisfaction of a crunch, it's clear that the sounds of the food industry are way, way more than just background noise. They are a sophisticated form of psychological influence, precision engineered to hack into your memories, your emotions, and your deepest instincts. But the good news is, now you're in on the secret. So the next time you hear that bada 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 ba, or you find yourself totally captivated by the fizz of a soda, you'll know exactly what's going on. You'll be able to see the matrix. And that brings me to my final question for you. The next time you're out and you hear a burger sizzling on the grill, I want you to stop and ask yourself one simple thing. Are you really hungry? Or is that just brilliant marketing working on your brain?